Good morning, everybody. This is David Bond of Bond Realty Group, licensed real estate brokers in the state of Connecticut, New York, and Georgia. Hope everybody's well. Today is Friday. Woo! Thank goodness Friday. Friday, February 10th, 2023. And welcome to Bond Realty TV, where we talk about real estate issues that may affect you or someone you know and love, and you want them to make sure they get the best quality service they can. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and my team, and yeah, we'll get back to you. All right. So anyway, today I want to talk about why you should consider investing in commercial real estate. And I'm saying this because for the person who wants to have their come up in the real estate world as real estate investing, most of the time, the majority of people, and I always like to focus on, even though this is for everybody, particularly black folks, because of course we unfortunately don't invest as much as our non-melanated counterparts who tend to invest in real estate more. So as I was saying before that diatribe there, the average person will tend to invest in residential real estate, which is cool. They'll have, if they're lucky, a string of houses, a string of, condos, multifamilies, duplexes, depending on what part of the country you're in. And it's all good and everything like this. And I'm all in favor of that. You got to do something, right? But a lot of times we shut ourselves out because we narrow our focus. And there is a lot of money to be made in commercial investing. So, what is commercial investing, commercial real estate, as opposed to residential real estate? Well, commercial real estate is real estate that is business driven. Okay, so if you invest in a storefront, all right, that's commercial real estate. If you invest in an office park or complex, that's commercial real estate. Office space, retail, all right, all these are commercial real estate investments. And if you are investing in a five plus more unit building, that is commercial, even though it's just strictly tenants living in there, like residential tenants, is still commercial. So anything that is over 4 units, all right, apartments, is considered to be commercial. So these are all commercial spaces, and there's a lot of money to be generated, a lot of money to get from it. Now, of course, commercial investing tends to be a little bit more riskier than residential investing, because we all know that residential real estate, everybody needs a place to live, no matter where you are in this country. Everybody needs a place to live, particularly in areas of the country, particularly the New York metro area, where I live. I live in metro New York. I live in Connecticut, but I'm only 65, 75 miles outside of New York City. So I'm up here in this neck of the woods here, right? So any major metropolitan area, you're going to have people who need a place to live, especially if the rents are high. They're looking for affordable, houses that's not going to break the bank. Commercial tends to be a little bit more risky because, of course, properties, not everybody's looking to start a business right away. Not everybody needs a space. But the beautiful things about commercial real estate is the fact that, unlike residential real estate, where it's quite simple, you put a tenant in there, all right, and you have a lease, and you have a set number of monies you can do. And usually the tenant is responsible, of course, for rent, and they're responsible for other things such as their own utilities, all right, and electricity, gas, whatever it may be, and their own cable, phone, if people still using landlines or what have you, and internet. You got the idea, right? Well, commercial investing, commercial real estate, it could be all over the place. So if you're doing retail, all right, you get the base rent, okay, of course, So let's say you have a retail space and you're going to charge $1,500 a month. So the tenants pay you $1,500 a month, right? Then, of course, they're responsible for their own utilities, but also they're responsible for cleaning the outside. Sometimes they're responsible for their own exterior maintenance. You can work it however you want to work it. And so a lot of times we limit ourselves by thinking only residential when there's a whole genre out there of commercial real estate. And like I said, it's quite simple. Not quite simple, but getting into it, and getting into it can be a bit daunting. All right, but it's well worth the effort. All right, because the rents are usually larger. Of course, there's more responsibility on the tenants as opposed to the landlord, which you have in commercial real estate. Of course, this is my opinion. All right. If you really want to do something big, you can have national chains, and they're beautiful because usually, like the Family Dollars you see, or the Dollar Generals, or other national brand outlets. Usually they're responsible for everything. They're responsible for their own maintenance. They're responsible for their own parking lot. They're responsible for their, of course, everything. Okay. Of course, you're going to need probably going with some other investors, but it could be well worth it if things play out. All right. So commercial real estate is something that it certainly was worth looking into. I think the payoff for the long run is pretty good and significant. So just as food for thought. So that's my food for thought of today. So please, if you have any questions, please contact me. And my teams and I will be able to assist you whether you're looking to purchase. We're looking to sell, all right? We're either looking to lease, all right? We can be of assistance to you. So thank you for tuning into Bond Realty Group. This is Damon Bond, licensed real estate brokers in the state of Connecticut, New York, and Georgia. Be well and have a very, very wonderful, pleasant day. Good day.